Okay, so let's talk about dividing polynomials in a different way today. All right, let's just start with a polynomial over a monomial. What is a polynomial? It has 3 terms. Good. What is a monomial? Monomial means 1 term. Good. Let's look at the first slide. So a polynomial over a monomial means dividing a polynomial by a monomial, correct? All right, so here is, we wouldn't actually call this a polynomial, we'd call it a binomial, right? And it's being divided by 3. Can't we also write it like this? 3q cubed minus 6q divided by 3. That's this sentence here. The quantity of 3 times q cubed minus 6 times q divided by 3 can be written this way. I'm going to make a side note over here. Let's just do a little concept over here. Let's say I had six divided by 3. Couldn't I write that 6 divided by 3? Is this the same thing? Does everybody see that? These are the same, right? I just split them up. 4 has the same denominator as 2, right? And 6 is really 4 plus 2, correct? Everybody see what I just did? What we've been doing so far is this in reverse. We would say, I've got 4/3 plus 2/3, so since they have the same denominator, I can put them together, right? And say, this would be the middle step, 4 plus 2 divided by 3, right? Which is really 6 divided by 3. Does everybody see how these are all the same thing? Well, that's what we're going to do today. So we began by writing this, and your first most common inconception was to cancel the 3's. We learned you can't do that, right? For the last few weeks, we've been talking about just actually factoring. So let's factor these. How would I factor the numerator? How would I factor the numerator? 3q squared times q minus 2 all over 3. Why? Oh, thank you. I didn't see that. So this would be squared. Okay, are we all on the same page? Then what cancels? The 3's cancel. Correct? And I'm left with, if I wanted to multiply it out, q times q squared is q cubed minus 2q. Okay, so that's what we've learned so far. Well, there's another way of doing this. Instead of saying 3q cubed minus 6q all over 3, we can actually break it up. We can say, well, I could say 3q cubed divided by 3 minus 6q divided by 3, correct? Just like I did up here. Instead of saying 4 plus 2 all over 3, I could say that's 4/3 plus 2/3. right? So when I do that, the 3's would cancel, and I'd be left with q cubed. And the 3 cancels with the 6, and I'm left with minus 2q. Anybody see something?
Yeah.
What? They match. Which one's better?
Correct.
Which one do you like better? I like this side better, but it's important to see both sides. You think this one's easier over here? Because it was originally like this. And so we said that was incorrect. Then I showed you, I corrected it, and then showed you how you're supposed to factor it. Okay? So I'm going to take that off, actually, because when I have my notes, I don't want it to say incorrect. Alrighty? Let's look at an example. Go ahead and write these down. Okay, so let's begin this first one. I have 3x squared minus 15x, so I'm going to write that down. 3x squared minus 15x, and I'm going to divide it by 3x. So before I would factor this and then cancel, correct? Let's try it the other way. Couldn't I say, since they have a common denominator, that I can give them both that denominator? So I'm going to say, I'm going to factor at the same time. 3 times x divided by what? 3x minus 3 times 5 times x divided by what? 3x. They're both divided by 3x because they're both having the same denominator. Correct? So what can cancel? The x's cancel, the 3's cancel. Over here, 3's cancel, x's cancel, and I'm left with x minus 5. Do you guys want to see it the other way, the way we used to do it? No. Okay. Let's do this one. 4p squared minus 18p divided by 2p means, let's factor at the same time, means 2 times 2 times p all over 2 times p minus 9 times 2 times p all over 2p. Cancel my 2's, cancel my p's, cancel my 2's, cancel my p's, and I'm left with 2p minus 9. Isn't that all that's left? All right, we'll finish the last step tomorrow.